I am a huge fan on creating breakouts with Google Slides. Google has so many features for you to use. This is a great idea for a teacher bio breakout. So kids are going to break out of your biography. You can make something more intense if you like with multiple slides. This is a one slider. You can even make your objects so that they're clickable and they take kids to other websites if you would like. This particular one, I don't have anything that they would click that would take them to another website, but I do have some things hidden on the page. So here, as you build this, you're building a Bitmoji scene. So you can just search with insert image and search the web. If you do it this way, you know you have copyright-free images to use and share. Okay, so then you can add walls and floors. And then you start layering objects. So I would look for a desk and I would layer it onto the scene appropriately. Sometimes you might have objects that have a white space in the picture. So I would suggest using a website like Remove BG, which is background, and it'll delete that white space for you, taking your object and making it more transparent. I did that here with my dog. I actually took a picture of my dog and removed the background and inserted her in this classroom scene. I also took family photos that I had and added them here on my wall where I went to college. Whoop, A&M. One of my favorite TV shows, Ireland, love Ireland, and some things I like to read. I love sticky notes. So different objects here that I added. Now the magnifying glass allows kids to move around the screen and look for hidden objects or words. So the magnifying glass helps point out some of these objects that are hidden. So if you can see, I have the name of the dog here in the dog's water bowl. And so the kids would have to move the magnifying glass around in order for the word to be exposed. So here you can see, and then as you move the magnifying glass. And there's also some other places that are hidden around the room. So they would take their magnifying glass and they would try to determine, it says sticky notes are my favorite, some of my favorite things. So as they move the magnifying glass around the room, they figure out that there are some hidden words. And then they can click the lock to try and break out. So how you do this as a teacher, once you get your objects that you search and you start adding them, you can layer them appropriately. How you do that is you click the object and you right click and you go over here to order and you bring objects forward and backwards as needed so that it looks natural. For the text that's hidden, I found this kind of a natural black space under the desk. I just went over here and inserted text, I wrote what I wanted and I made sure that the text matched the background. So that way it's the same color. You want essentially the magnifying glass to be layered between. So you don't want the magnifying glass to be underneath it. You want it to be over the text itself. So kind of how you would do is play with the ordering of your text in the magnifying glass until you get it how you like it. So I also have, some more hidden text kind of throughout the activity, but then kids would go through and search for clues as they play. So this is a fun way for kids to explore things about you and try and guess about your family and your friends and your school and things that are interesting to you. And you can even encourage kids to make their own. If not, check the backpack for another way where kids can show you things that are important to them at a more simplistic way. Enjoy!